coronavirus. So is it to map out this fear and, wear a mask and do as I say perspective and keep us in check based upon that? But I think if they share both of those perspectives, I think at least we'll have a little bit more sanity where you don't have grown adults coming up to other adults telling me, put your mask on, right? It's just getting like the Wild Wild West out.
I do think it is. I mean, the problem is the news is always going to make more money from the scary than from the hopeful. And I think the powers that be in this city are, as we discussed before you came on with us, are doing the doom and gloom in order to try to scare people into doing the right thing. Also, the most promising, do you have Dr. Drew's drop? I was talking to Dr. Drew earlier today, and one of the most promising therapeutics, which Drew was on, is bamlanivimab.
Bamlanivimab.
Right. Here's how it's said. Sorry.
Bamlanivimab. Bamlanivimab.
Yes.
Bamlanivimab.
So clear.
I said to him, this is the best thing we got so far, but no one can pronounce it, so it's screwing everybody up. And then he said, oh, the name's made up. It's not a real name. They just made it up. And I was like, they just made up a name nobody could pronounce? Yep.
This is the before picture from like the medication commercials. Every medication, whatever it's called, some catchy name, Cialis or whatever, they put the actual technical name underneath, right. Some impossible name. Just get a marketing team on this.
This is Black Betty, Bamba Lamba Lamb, and that's just what we should call it.
They would just call it Curletta. Or something good. Like one of those stupid positive euphemistic names they give for the serotonin reuptake inhibitors, like Happyville,
Chiritol.
Chiritol.
This is good pill.
Yeah, just do that with Bamlanivimab. Yes.
Bamlanivimab.
One more time. 2 more times, Drew.
Bamlanivimab. Bamlanivimab.
All right. So I still can't parrot it. Let me give a plug to Major Williams' website, by the way. Go to majorforgovernor.com. Do you think that the Newsom thing will be successful, the recall, at least?
I do. I do. I feel like the timing of where we are right now, the heightened sense of frustration from the small businesses, from the parents with the closure of the schools, with also just some of the misguided, legislation that he's passed as well here recently. I feel like it really is an opportunity to do it. And this is the prime time to try to go in and unseat the governor. Any other time, it'd be extremely hard. But dealing with the fact that how he's dealt with everything with the coronavirus and the lockdowns, it's kind of like opened up an opportunity for us to go in and change the narrative there.
Well, once again, majorforgovernor.com. Major Williams, thanks for joining us on the program.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. Big fan. Keep it up.
Good luck. We shall be following you. All right. Let me hit Geico. Do you own? Do you rent your home? Or you do one or the other? You want to make it easy to bundle with your automotive policy? Good. Geico does that. Go to geico.com. See just how much you could be saving when you get to bundling at geico.com. Get a quote. See just how much you could be saving at geico.com. Take that homeowners or that renter's insurance, put it together with your automotive policy at geico.com. All right, quick break. We come back with the news right after this.
Give me the news with Grad. News with Gina Grad. Breaking, viral, all those crazy Trump tweets. Give me news with Gina Grad. Trouble in the Middle East. Celebrity drunk meltdowns. Need news with Gina Grad.
The news with Gina Grad.
Start off with some sad news. We know last May, Roy Horn of Siegfried and Roy passed away from COVID-19 complications. Well, Siegfried Fischbacher has also died. He died of pancreatic cancer. He was 81. If that name sounds familiar, but you can't quite put your finger on it, they were a top attraction on the Vegas Strip for many years, known for their dazzling magic, white lions and tigers. Fischbacher passed away Wednesday at his home just 2 days after his family revealed he was battling cancer. They were a fixture at the Mirage from 1990 to 2003. And you probably remember their act ended on October 3rd, 2003, when Roy Horn was nearly mauled to death by a white tiger named Montecore. Their act for a long time was the most visited show on the Strip.
Who has been parodied more than those two?
Yeah.
And I did see him. I saw him with David Alan Grier, and I can't remember who else, right before the whole Montecore thing went down.
Was it magical?
It was. We were filming, or we were taping Crank Yankers in Vegas, and I was like, we got to go see Siegfried and Roy. And everyone made fun of me, but I said, yeah, you got to do it. I basically...
Got to go see the Statue of Liberty.
You know what I said? I said, I'm sure in 1977 they were making fun of anyone who went to see Elvis. Mm-hmm. That's my thing. You don't want to see that fat has-been. That's your dad's, crooner or whatever. But I was like, nah, I said, with time, you'll be glad you saw them.
Yeah, and now it's over, and you get to say you saw them.
That's right.
And you know me. I'm not a big fan of these animal acts like that. That
Bobby Barricini.
Hate him. Hate everything he stands for. He is.
That's your Niagara Falls.
Oh, yeah. Yo, any animal act, circuses, I don't like that shit, and I don't like that guy. That being said... Bobby
Barricini.
I hate Bobby Barricini.
But you should at least memorize his name, because if you're going to be this animated...
Why should I have any brain space taken up with that monkey beater?
But because... By the way... Oh, I thought it was a euphemism for masturbate. Because when I go...
Get out of here, you monkey beater.
Brian, ask me what the worst car ever is.
Adam, I'm curious. What is the worst car ever?
Oh, goddamn that, what's its bumper? Shit.
I mean, you're a car guy. I figured you're so passionate about
this. fucking comes in white and red and stuff. God damn it. Such a fucking piece of shit. I wish every one of them would be pushed into the fucking Grand Canyon.
Very non-specific about this car you hate.
That's the fucking thing with the fucking wheels. God damn it. It's the worst. The worst.
Ask me what that savior medication is that Drew was touting.
What was the savior medication?
Bamlanivimab.
Wow.
What's the monkey beater's name? Don't know, don't care. Hate him.
All right, but if you're going to be that animated, you should commit.
Bobby Barricini's a
Bobby
bitch.
Barricini. You got alliteration right there.
Right. And he beats the baboons.
And he beats the baboons. Oh, my God, the four Bs.
All that being said, I have to imagine that Siegfried and Roy treated these animals like they were royalty. I'm sure they're the best of everything.
That's not what I heard.
Isn't there like footage of them in the pool with the tigers? Is there anything better than a Bengal tiger in a pool?
Oh, majestic.
Sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah, you ever see like tigers swimming? It's the best.
I'd like
it's
to see
the best.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll get that because that will definitely calm me down. Rick Snyder, he was the governor of Michigan during the 2014 Flint water scandal. He has been charged, finally, with crimes relating to Legionnaire's disease that broke out and led to 12 deaths. According to court records, he faces charges of willful neglect of duty that carries a punishment of up to a year behind bars or $1,000 fine.
Wait, Legionnaire's disease is what he's... What do you do for that?
Flint water. Didn't that go on for years?
It did.
An insane amount of time?
And I would not assume that this is a case closed situation. This is probably, I imagine, what's getting the ball rolling. But Legionnaire's disease is like say you have like a dirty humidifier, you're breathing in a lot of bacteria and stuff.
Okay.
But the charges seem a little soft, but others were in Snyder's administration. They're also possibly facing charges. And the problem started when Snyder's administration switched, if you didn't see the movie, from Flint, from Detroit's water system to the Flint River. And that was just all the corrosion and the disgustingness. And that's when people were, turning on their faucets and lighting the water on fire.
Well, if I know Michael Moore, he'll have no opinions on this subject.
Right. He's been awfully quiet.
Yeah.
And this is a, oh, God, what's that super attorney?
Bobby Barricini.
No, God damn it, I had her in there and interviewed her.
Allred?
The Julia Roberts movie.
Brockovich.
Oh, Aaron Brockovich.
Aaron Brockovich. Yeah, I think Aaron Brockovich is on this one.
That would make sense.
Too. Makes
the
sense,
water
right?
issue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, some other allegations coming out, pretty bad ones, against Dr. Dre and Nicole Young. They got really ugly because they're going through a divorce. ET Online reports that in court documents, she alleges that he held a gun to her head multiple times back in 2000 and 2001. She says he also punched her in the face at least twice. In 2016, he kicked down a door to a room she was hiding in to try to escape from him. Young says that her husband, quote, decimated my personhood to the extent that I currently suffer from post-traumatic stress syndrome. His long-term abuse must be a factor that the court takes into account in awarding support and fees. She says she never went to the authorities before about his violent behavior because she was scared. And, this isn't the first time we've heard this. I don't know if you remember the name Dee Barnes. She accused him of violent acts against a woman.
Dee Barnes is the name of Liam Neeson's character, whose wife was killed during the barn. Yeah, name is Derek Barnes. Yeah. Yes, ironically. Don't you think, like, she wants, $300,000 a month or whatever, and, this sort of life accustomed, this lifestyle accustomed thing, or she wants $1 million a month or whatever the hell she wants.
Right.
She's going for it all, right? And he's a cajillionaire. So, but don't you think that, like when you apply for unemployment, there are other things that work this way where they go, if you make $30,000 a year, you can get $500 a week, and if you make $80,000 a year, you can get $650, and if you make over $100,000 a year, you just get the max. Right. That's just the max is $950 a week. That, do you feel like there should just be a max for a divorce? Like, what's the difference between? I mean, it's pretty lucky that you married a guy who invented Beats and sold them to Apple for $2 kajillion. Like, but I don't know. Does that mean you have to be a millionaire for the rest of your life? Like, couldn't we just get to some threshold? Like, it's like when Bezos gets divorced. Does his ex deserve $150 billion, or could we just get to? Now, I don't know what she did. Maybe she helped them run the business and all that, and that could definitely be factored in. But if you didn't, in an absence of that, shouldn't it just be above a certain threshold and you get, $500K a year? And if
I'm
you
sure
can't,
Dr. Dre would agree with you.
Yeah, if you can't figure out a way to live off of $500K a year, that'll be on you. And then you go, well, it's not the manner I'm accustomed to living. And it's like, well, you got to downsize sometimes.
Well, you're not divorced.
Right.
Yeah, but I have to assume that from what she said, that this is more punitive. This isn't about what am I accustomed to. This is how many times did you put me through a wall? Well, you're going to pay now.
Yeah, he is.
He may ask for that $70 million back from USC.
That's right. Take his plaque off the wall. Armie Hammer, involved in a bizarre scandal in the last couple of days, has the internet buzzing about claims of graphic messages, possible cannibalism. This is just really, really, we got to get this figured out. So over the weekend, several unverified private messages were posted online that claim to be Armie Hammer. The messages include accounts of sexual acts, fantasies. One says, I need to drink your blood. One says, you're my angel. You need to save me. And it's all very bizarre. E! News hasn't confirmed the authenticity of these accounts and messages, but the poster was somebody, House of Effie.
This could be his loser twin brother who's posting all this shit.
That's right. Always up to no good.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Knows his way around a computer.
But the House of Effie person that posted this then claims that they weren't real. But then on Monday took that back and said, no, these are real. Meanwhile, Armie Hammer is, and I will use this correctly, breaking his silence because I think we were waiting to hear from him. He told E! News in a statement, I'm not responding to these bullshit claims, but in light of the vicious and spurious online attacks against me, I cannot in good conscience now leave my children for 4 months to shoot a film in the Dominican Republic. Lionsgate is supporting me in this, and I'm grateful to them for that. But he also revealed that he's no longer co-starring in J-Lo's movie Shotgun Wedding. they've parted ways.
I'm sure it was his choice.
What does that mean? I mean, it's some sort of, let's just say it was all fabricated out of whole cloth.